Did y'all hear her?
She sound official.
Yeah, yeah, recording in progress. All right. So this is the first episode of Pull It Up Radio. I had my own podcast. I said what I said with Guap, and I had invited all of these guys on here, and I just really enjoyed the conversation. So I decided to go ahead and start a little spinoff. And so here we are. I just want to thank all the listeners now for tuning in. And I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody introduce themselves. And if you don't know, I'm Guap or Mo, or you can call me Mo Guap or either whatever. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. True, if you want to start it off. I don't know which square y'all in, but True, if you want to start
it. Bet. All right, I'm True, 30 years old, and out of San Antonio, Texas. That's me.
Go next.
I go.
I'm about to say not everybody at once.
I'm Jax, or you could call me Jay. I'm reside in Battle Creek, Michigan. 31 years old.
Battle Creek. That sounds like some white people shit. Like
That
white people used to live and die there.
We got cereal.
You said what?
We got cereal up here.
Oh, cereal.
Yeah. Cereal factories.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
Damn, cereal.
Oh, it smells good out there.
Really loops now. I'm saying. All right, who else?
Well, I got a whole bunch of names. One is Fred Jesus, Mo, Mason, whatever. But I go by Mo or I go by Fred Jesus from Instagram purposes.
I like Fat Jesus.
Fat Jesus.
I'm gonna put Fat Jesus
with
there
the Z.
on your name tag. Yeah, with the Z.
With the Z.
Yeah, that's important.
Fat Dot Jesus.
Yeah, Fat Jesus. Yeah, Fat Dot Jesus. This is gonna be your name. All right, my bad. Go ahead, Jay. Huh?
Oh yeah, but I'm 33. I'm from Houston, Texas. Forgot that part too.
Well, I'm Jay. I don't want to go by any other name. No, I'm Jay. I'm 31 years old, and I reside in Dallas, Texas.
And I forgot to say that I'm 31, and I reside in Dallas, Texas as well. I actually forgot that I was 31. So I just turned 31. It's after the 30 mark. I feel like it just kind of whatever. You said wait till you hit 35.
Hey, you forget the rest of it in between, and then when you hit 35, then you remember.
Yeah, and then I just remember,
You'll painfully 40. Remember.
Oh, I'm 35.
Right. So today's topic, we decided to go over dating, and at first I was gonna say like dating as a trans person, but honestly, it could be just dating. Dating period is ghetto as fuck. So, like, I just want to talk about dating period. Like, what do you feel like is the hardest part of dating, and what do you feel like? I guess I'll give it a two-sided question. What do you feel like is the hardest part of dating as a trans man, and just the hardest part of dating in general?
Valid.
Who wanna go? Y'all be making me laugh. Who wanna go?
Shit, I'll go.
All right.
You know, I got some shit to say.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
But I think dating in general, especially in this day and age, is difficult just because you got society, you got social media. Everybody wants to keep up with the Joneses. Everybody wants to do stuff, you know what I'm saying, for instant, satisfaction and all that other stuff. And a lot of people now are not even really into monogamy. Mm-hmm. So if you're a monogamous person, I am. That's difficult because you meet somebody, you vibe with them, and they're like, nah, I really ain't trying to settle down or trying to, cling on to one person. They like to keep their options open. Mm-hmm. And I feel like social media has a lot to do with that. Just because, all these attractive people, whatever the case may be. But that's on the general side, I feel like that's the toughest thing that I'm dealing with right now. Mm-hmm. It's just, meeting somebody who just is monogamous and just wants to talk to one person only, eventually date, level up, blah, blah, blah. But the trans part, I feel like that kind of just goes without saying. That's difficult in general. because not everybody, you know what I'm saying, this life ain't for everybody. Everybody doesn't know, what to expect.
Right.
I think that they have this idea of what it's supposed to be like, or what it looks like, or what it seems like it could be, and then whenever they get into the situation, they're like, well, what the fuck, like,
Right.
it's a lot that comes with it. We're not an experiment, we're not, a good time, we're
Mhm.
not, I'm saying, I'm not gonna say we're not the best of both worlds, because in a way, me personally, I feel like, low key it kind of is.
I agree.
And some people are like, oh, don't say that, that's disrespectful. Like, oh, it is what it is, like, what I'm saying, depending on the person, whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Just being trans in general, not everybody knows what to do with that type of situation. And it's like, if you're used to dating, for me, when I was used to dating lesbians, it's all good and everything, and then you know being with women who only date women, and then I come into the picture, and I'm masculine, I have hair on my face, I'm aggressive, you know what I'm saying, I'm heavy
Yeah.
handed, or well, you know what I mean. It's kind of triggering for a lot of them, and they don't
Mhm.
fuck with that. But then the
Right.
straight women, you know what I'm saying, they like, oh, you look like this and you act like this, da 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 da. But then when it comes down to the nitty gritty, mangina. So
Right.
Man,
they
Man,
they
That's a
they
good name
expect
for it.
certain
that's a
shit.
good. I haven't heard that one. We
Yeah,
use that one. Man,
That's
mangina. Yeah.
Man,
China.
But what I'm saying, you give them everything, what they're used to, except for that one thing that you don't got,
Right.
and
I
it kind of
mean, you
fucks with
can
them a
buy
little
it.
bit, and
Yeah.
then
But
If,
you can
if,
buy
it's
it.
just
But I,
ghetto.
yeah.
Oh, I got plenty, hella options. But that's neither here nor there,
I need to, never mind. I was about to talk about I need to restock. I need to get my stock back up. But anyway,
Oh, constant restock. Heard.
right.
constantly, I think it's about time to get another one. Yeah.
Lexion.
oh goodness.
But who else wants to go?
I just want to spin off of what True was saying about social media, as far
Mm,
as they, like, I think social media has definitely pushed this idea that almost like communicating ain't cool. Like, you start talking to somebody, if they not feeling you, or if they feeling you, or you know it's almost like you got to play the guessing game instead of being able to sit down and talk like adults, and put on the table what you want. And I feel like he said, like, it's so many different ways that you can meet new people, and people are attractive and all this other, but it's just for show on social media. But when it really come down to really talking to people, and creating boundaries and stuff like that, it's like people don't want to take that time to actually put in the work to do relationships.
right.
Right.
Because they hard
Because it's work.
relationships. It
Yeah.
is. It is. It's work. I didn't even realize just how much work until I got into a healthy relationship. Like how much appropriate work is supposed to go into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different as opposed to that unhealthy, toxic shit, all that unnecessary work. You know?
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
types of different types of discussions and issues that you have to overcome when you're in a relationship. It's not just the, oh, do you like me? What's my favorite color? It's no longer just the simple shit. Now
Right.
it's like, okay,
Mhm.
what's your love language? How can I show you that I care about you, that I love you? How can I, how can I be not really the person that you need me to be, but how can I be better in order to
Better.
understand, like, hey, like, I do care about you. Like, it's different. It's a different type of conversation. It's not just a little petty stuff anymore. Like, once you're in a healthy space and in a healthy relationship, like, opposed to just dating.
Right,
But
right.
I wanted to piggyback off of something that True said. He said something about best of both worlds. I think it's like a matter of perspective, like how you really take that, because I take the best of both worlds as a compliment, meaning like I not only get a man, but I get a grounded man, because I get a man who understands firsthand like how I feel. And so that way he's going to put in even more work in order to make this relationship healthy and successful. So that's the way I
Mhm.
look at it, like not the whole mangina thing, because that's not really it's a part. Sex is a part of a relationship, but having somebody's genitalia is not really like what's gonna make a relationship successful or not. Like in my eyes. But I do like the best of both world thing. I think it's just really a matter of
I agree. I like
I
that
agree.
shit too. I don't. There was one time I was on Twitter, and this girl had damn near about cussed me out because I had said, I forgot, it was a conversation about men and women or something. I was like, well, I said, honestly, your best bet is to get a trans man. It's the best of both worlds. She got on there, don't say that shit. That's not appropriate for trans men. And I said, sis, calm
They
down.
get on
I'm
my
trans
nerves
myself,
with
okay?
that.
Like, she was like,
Get
oh,
on
I'm
my
sorry, I
nerves.
didn't know. I said, that's the point. You weren't supposed to know until I told you. So just like
Facts.
you doing the most. Like, calm down. Because honestly, like you said, if we being real, it is the best of both worlds. But I like what you said, Jay. Like you get a grounded man because I understand where you coming from on certain issues that a cisgender man just it
It's never
baffles
gonna
me.
get.
It's never gonna get, and it baffles me at the stupidity of cisgender men that I see on Twitter every goddamn day. I just be like, y'all niggas is really this damn dumb.
Lost.
Well, and then the women really dealing with they dumb asses. Like, come on.
Thank
y'all.
you, thank you, thank you. That's be the part that be getting me.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant by the best of both worlds. The Mangina thing wasn't a part of that category.
You're just saying once cisgender women the straight women get there, they'd be like, Mangina. Yeah, like
right. But no, the best of both worlds thing. What I'm saying is, yeah, that's something that I always say. Like, I know exactly how you feel. I know how you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? I know how you probably might approach this situation. Why? Because I've been there before. Type shit. That's what I was saying. But
like,
also,
Fat Jesus, I was about to say, Fat. Where you at?
So,
Fat Dot.
The thing is, like, all right, so the difficulties for me, like, as far as dating, is more so like just giving up my space, like, and then so I had to, like, I'm in a relationship now, and like we were in a long distance, and so we'll see each other when we see each other, but now that we living together, you just gotta adjust to different things. So that's kind of been my hardest part, like being in a relationship. And like when I was with like at the beginning of my transition, I was with like a lesbian, I want to say, but she really wasn't a lesbian. She was kind of like all over, and that was cool. And she had kids, everything. Well, she had one kid, but it was just like she was looking for something else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time we'll get into it, it'll be that, oh yeah, you a girl anyway.
Oh,
like
see.
So that was like, so that kind of put me in a place where I ain't want to deal with that no more. And then I was fresh in my transition, so it's just like that shit kind of took like a toll. But
it hit different.
Like, now I'm with a trans woman, and like I always like kind of been with trans women and cis women and lesbians. Really, just hey, if you like me and we click, I'm liking you too. So it really wasn't like I don't really have a problem. It's just more so like just my space right now. It's like a different vibe, like So I'm just kind of adjusting to that. But other than that, like I don't really just have no other problems, like with the dating.
I feel you.
And I like a variety.
Cohabitating.
This shit, honestly, when you start cohabitating, it have you thinking about shit that you didn't even know that you were supposed to think about. Like, do you fold laundry? Like, who does the dishes? Like, do you leave the cap off the toothpaste? Dumb shit. And it's like, damn, I say this.
Like, you got to really just adjust to another person.
Yeah.
Like, you stand by yourself, like, and doing shit your own way.
Right.
Like, you can't be a
and
champ.
It's expensive.
Right.
It is. Like, if I don't want to eat all day, I ain't got to eat, but I know I got a little motherfucker like, oh, yeah, you want something to eat? So
that should be getting annoying as hell. That'd be one of the most annoying things. You got to worry about other folk eating, and don't have kids. You got to worry about them folks eating too. It's like, God damn.
They got to eat.
The house for them.
Yeah, they got to eat.
You gotta feed them. The big one you ain't gotta feed, but the little ones,
the big one you're on your own. But the little ones you gotta feed them. You gotta make sure everybody fed because it be days I don't be hungry.
The laundry one was a good point because you ever been with somebody and it's like you used to doing laundry your way That's like the biggest argument. Nah, I don't use that detergent. I don't fold my clothes that way.
I
I
don't
like my
dry that.
drawers like this.
Yeah.
I don't hang this. I put this in the drawer. I'm like, man,
That's why
shit.
I do the laundry, because I'm that person. I do the laundry for the household. My she don't, I was about to say my girlfriend, my fiance, she don't care how I go. So I just be like, let me just fold it my way, put it up my way, do it my way.
I'm
So.
like, as long as it's clean, I don't really care. And
that's how she is. She's like, as long as it's clean, whatever.
I'm glad she could take care of that. So, because that shit would just be in a pile somewhere. It'll be clean though.
Oh,
right. But that's my best part, folding that shit. What?
You ought to see a big ass pile of clothes. I was married before, and I'm openly sharing that. And
crazy bitch.
I'm not gonna speak on them or anything like that, but that person versus my cleanliness and like how I operate inside of my household was
different.
Totally different.
I'm folding and rolling my clothes up. I'm in the military, so I'm like rolling my clothes up, got everything.
I like to roll.
Underwear, everything in its own little section and little shit. And she just had a pile in the corner. And then I can't find my socks. Well, if you take them out the damn pile,
maybe you can find them.
But
it's a thing.
That shit, it makes a difference. It makes and nobody tells you about that shit whenever you're younger and you thinking, oh, I want the perfect spouse or whatever, and this and this and that, and they don't be telling you about all the shit.
Spawn of Satan.
They don't tell you. They don't tell you none of this shit. Who cleans the bathroom? Just shit like that. Do that person be bursting in on you when you using the bathroom? Shit like that. I don't really care. But
you don't care. You can. Who's cool with the sharing the bathroom while you go into the bathroom / shower? Like, who's cool with all that?
I am. I'm not. Yeah. To me, it's a bodily function.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, this normal.
Depends what I'm doing. Like if I'm a very modest person when it comes to doing the second thing. So like if I'm in there and I don't like nope, don't come in there. Don't you keep the door open when you're doing it either. Like just
I don't want to keep the door open.
In space, and then we'll convene after you spray and all that good stuff. But
See, yeah, that's how my girl is. She hates that. When I be busting, I be like, "Babe, I got a question." She be like, "Hold on." I'm like, "The fuck? It's a bodily function."
Nah,
man,
it's private. That's like it's private.
Say what?
Maybe people private time. Some people be actually in the bathroom getting their mind right.
That is true. That is true. Yeah, you
can think a lot on the toilet.
I used to be like, now you don't.
Bro, now the most recent little I did, like it's completely open, like shower, bathroom, it don't matter, door open, we talk, like whatever, completely open. It's the first time I ever been like that. It ain't bad. I feel like once you're on a certain level with somebody, you know what I'm saying, you cool with that. It's just a different type of comfortability, I guess, that I never really had before. Whereas before I was like, I'm locking the door, don't come in here. I will slide you if you come in this bathroom type shit. Yeah. Now I'm like, come on in. The water's
Let's talk. Yeah, you want to talk about something? What? You had some of your best conversations. Well, I know I do. I have some of my best conversations on the toilet, man. Shit, get some of my best thinking done.
Hold my hand while I'm on the toilet. No.
Go, Norbit. Yeah.
But going back to just the I guess the dating, I feel like one of my biggest issues was because I'm no longer on the market, but I feel like one of my biggest issues it was the whole really was with dating lesbians, because I feel like after a time they do want, I feel like, at least in my situation, it was kind of like I tell you that I'm trans and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, and you going along with it, but it's like once you start to really see the changes and it's really there and I'm getting hair and I ain't got titties no more and all this other shit, and it becomes real, and then all of a sudden it's kind of like, this ain't what I wanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I don't want to date a man. And it's like, well,
right.
You thought you said it was cool,
You thought it was for play.
You thought it was for play. You thought I was just talking out my ass. That's what it was. And so now that is not. So yeah, I guess my best thing that I figured out is just going for pansexual people. My fiance's pansexual, so it's kind of like because I feel like I was scared to go for straight cisgender women because of the whole mangina thing. I don't want you to get down there and be like, you're not a real man. You're not a real boy. You know,
Right.
you know, and that doesn't matter. But I don't want to be with nobody with that thinking. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
and I can't.
It
say
doesn't
that
feel good.
It doesn't, and I can't say that I did date one straight one. And she made me feel like a man. Like she never made me feel less than. But it was still, I still feel like pansexual is if you gonna go there, that's just the way to go. Just to have it be open for everybody, because I feel like they look at you more as a person and not so much of a what's between your legs or what's not. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Lucky with
I'm
that.
learning that.
I got lucky with that. Sorry, I mean cut you off. Go ahead. Too. What I was gonna say is I can't honestly like I feel like my situation. I don't know if anybody on this call really like know my situation other than Mo. So when I actually met my wife on Instagram, and when we first started talking, that was like one of the very, very, very first things that I talked to her about when we both were interested in each other. I said, hey, I said, hey, are you familiar with transgender people? Like, have you ever, been exposed to like a transgender man or anything like that? And she was just like, no. I said, well, just so you know, that was one of my non-negotiables. I was like, hey, just so you know, like I will be transitioning like in the upcoming year. I do want kids, I do want this, and I do want that. Like, are you okay with being with someone who is transgender? And she was just like, I don't care about any of that stuff. She was like, I just, I like who you are as a person. I really, love your vibe and things like that. And I think we're good. Like, she was just like, I don't care what you look like on the outside. It's about your essence and who you are as a person. And when she said that to me, I was like, you stuck. You're stuck with me now. but yeah, like Mo said, really like my wife didn't really know like anything about being pansexual or nothing like that. So, I don't tell her how to identify. Like she really it's not that deep for her. But yeah, like somebody who strictly just like wants to be a lesbian and be with women and being with a trans man is probably not going to be something that they actually want, because it's different, because you're not going to be seen as a lesbian anymore. You're going to be seen as a straight woman, because basically that's what you are.
Right. I ran into that too because she was kind of like, "Oh, how am I supposed to identify?" Or people, whenever she tell people now, like, "Well, yeah, I dated him," and they're like, "Well, I thought you were a lesbian," and she's like, "It's a long story." So it's So I think it causes them. Right. Don't even worry about no label. But I think it causes them to question their labels, and whenever, a lesbian is dealing with a trans man, I feel like she gets to thinking like, okay, well, does this mean I'm straight? What do I call myself? What do I let me? And it's really like, you don't have to get caught up in labels. Just like who you like. Do what you do.
Right.
Do what you want to do. Right. Like,
be free.
Right.
Be free.
Be
free.
free.
Yourself.
Shit. Everybody got quiet. I was gonna say, what would you say is one of the worst dating stories that you have from a past lover?
Like what? Like, is it our experience or is it something we heard?
Either or, but it'd be better if it's your experience.
Man,
I'm
trying to be on here for 8 hours.
I can tell you.
No time
I was this girl had just came in my inbox on Instagram like some years ago, and she was just like acting like she was infatuated with me. I was like, okay, damn, what's up? And then so it was about to be my birthday, and she was just like, well, I'm gonna give you some money. I was like, okay, give me some money then. She started sending money, and then it was just like, she wanted to see me, but it was just like weird when she came and saw me. She brought her cousin, and she just had these elaborate stories. Like she was telling me that she had seizures. I was like, okay, well, damn, people got problems. Okay. Is your shit controllable? Like, what's up? That's not funny. Like, she a good person.
Is your shit controllable?
He said she's a good person.
She's seeming like a good person and stuff like that. And then it's just like she'll come visit. And then like she she want to stay in these fancy hotels. She was like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay for it. Just use your credit card. So it looked like you paying for it, but I'm gonna reimburse you. I was like, okay, you sure you gonna make me put my money back in there? And then she'll bring me my money back. But okay, so like the thing about it is it just started getting weird. Like I would go out there, she'll say she about to have a seat, like she'll tell her family to call me like she was in the hospital. She'll be sending me these pictures.
What's her name? Because that sounds
like one time I actually like left work to go see about this person. And she talking about she was suicidal, all kind of shit. I'm like none of your stories is really adding up. So like one time I just posted a picture of us together. Her wife hit me up talking about, hey, why you posted up with my wife?
Why? Oh, what?
And then, it was just like it just trampled from that point on. Like I didn't know I was messing with your wife, and then we following each other. So like it just turned from an infatuation to like she started being crazy, telling me she was sick and this and that. So I'm talking to the wife. I'm asking her all these questions. I'm like, is the girl really sick? Like, does she have this? Does she have that? The girl, she was just like, man, she just lying. They going across the world. That she showing me pictures that they really be going to motherfucking like on trips and shit. So I'm like, the whole time you doing all this shit for me, you got a wife, but you ain't never want to tell me. Then you faking seizures. Like we having sex one time, she faked a seizure. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? This shit is crazy.
Oh,
this is like
not faked it while y'all was
like, man. I'm just
what
like,
the fuck, bro? So did she just was you like hitting it and then she just started?
It started doing a little seizure, like flopping on the bed like she going to worm. I'm like, okay. This is a bit much. Like even though she was like, I did get some money and I did take a few trips, but it's just like at the end of the day, it really ain't worth it. Like
it ain't worth all that craziness.
Crazy. Like it's not like you had a wife. It's like you cheating, then you lying, and then you sitting here talking about you sick, about to be on your deathbed. And that kind of really just played on me. Like I'm like, damn, she think I'm just all of that. Like I'm a superstar to her, so I'm just gonna give you your dying wish, but you really ain't fucking dying.
But you really ain't fucking dying.
Like, what? You still every time, like, she come stalking me, calling me blocked. Oh, so you still alive? I see.
Right, you ain't dead yet. I thought you was dying.
She had her daddy calling me like, he left a motherfucking voicemail message. I'm like, this some sick shit here.
And they all in on it. That's
everybody, I think, was in on it, but me. She even had her granny on it.
I died at the seizure during the sex.
Yeah,
like, you really committed to that role.
Like, Shorty was doing the dying cockroach
on the bed doing the worm. I'm like, okay, now this is like.
So this is a bit much. Huh?
This is it. Like this is why I draw the line there. I didn't left work for this shit.
Yeah,
so you flop around like the worm. Damn, this
the worm.
That was like the end of my Instagram dating though. That shit. I ain't have no.
As it should, because that would have turned me all the way out.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm only talking about it, but I'm like, if you actually live in it and you like hearing somebody on the phone crying like they're about to die, I'm shedding a fucking tear for no reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? No motherfucking emotions.
Like, bruh, that's it.
Like to hear somebody you talking to telling you that they dying, they don't know they gonna make that shit.
Right. And you really in your emotions, like fuck. Like,
yeah. I just met you and you already trying to die. Like, what the fuck?
You a fool.
Hell no.
Oh, I'm starting to love it here.
Wow. I almost actually I dated somebody almost like that, but I almost asked you, I was like, is this the same girl? Because she was faking some shit too, but she wasn't doing all that. She wasn't faking seizures and shit.
Yeah, she was lying about being married and
got a whole wife.
I'm blowing up fucking phone up. Like, where you at? Like, is you okay? Like, worried, real concerned. Bitch out here in China. Like, living life.
Well, wife, living life. Hell no. Shit. True, what you got? Because I know you got something.
Man, this is like the worst dating shit. Mine probably, my little situation I kind of told you about like last summer with my ex, you know what I'm saying? We were together for like almost a year. We planned on, you know what I'm saying, getting married, and she wanted kids, I wanted kids, so we did the whole insemination thing. She got pregnant, and then everything was cool, but she ended up dipping out when she was like 6 months pregnant, and uh, that day, actually, it was on her birthday. She like did this weird thing, like where she called up like my best friends and all this stuff. I was waiting for her all day, I had like a day for her plan, like for her birthday, and this motherfucker, I'm waiting around all day, like, where is this girl at? Where is this girl at? Oh, come to find out, she was over, at my best friend's house, and she was just like stirring up shit, like telling them, a whole bunch of stuff that I said, and you know, so we were supposed to meet at this park, I guess, or whatever, because I was like, something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I felt something weird. By the time she finally came home, she was like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Nah, something ain't sitting right with me." Blah blah blah. She's like, "Everything is okay," blah blah blah. Well, then she leaves. But then, like when she was leaving, when I walked her into her car and shit, she was like, she just looked at me and she was just like, "I love you," but like it was different than what we ever. It was just different. It was weird. So I was like, and it wasn't like it was not a genuine "I love you." It was like a "I love you," like it was just more powerful than what she ever said before, I guess. It was more believable this time. Man, this motherfucker dipped out, went to her people's house, and I met up with my friends. It was a whole thing. Long story short, she had, started some mess between all that. So I almost like lost both my best friends, her and the baby, all on the same day, which was her birthday. Like, who does this shit on their birthday? Like, happy birthday to you. Like, you like, just weird as fuck. And they were like, she was supposed to come here and break up with you and shit like that. Like, why are you gonna break up with me in this public place with my two best friends here and you pregnant with a child that I put in there? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, just weird shit. But yeah, I didn't see the baby. Like I said, she left at like 6 months. She moved out or whatever.
Reason? Was her reasoning?
Hold on. It gets
okay.
better.
Okay.
Well, you kind of know the story already.
But
yeah. Well, okay. So that was 4 years ago. So fast forward to this past June, 2 days before Father's Day. This past June, she hits me up and through her friend, which I think that is her through using her friend's page type shit. Anyways, she's like, "I think y'all deserve to talk, blase, blase." Mind you, ain't been able to get a hold of the girl. We never ran into each other in 4 years. We live in the same city type shit. Have hella mutual friends. So anyways, we arranged a meeting. I was scared as shit because I'm like, man, I don't trust this girl. She was like, "Meet me at this hotel if you want to meet the baby." Da, da, da. So I go, and I'm just like shitting bricks. Like, oh, what the fuck? I don't trust this girl. She gonna kill me. Yeah, she was like, "Ain't nobody about to do that to you. Like, come see your daughter," like type shit. And I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. So if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna take the risk to see my baby because I ain't seen her before ever, and she's 4 years old. So, anyways, we go and I spend time with the baby and shit like that. The baby finally goes and lays down and shit. And I mean, this girl just bawling, crying, "I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do all of that." And, this bullshit. Yeah. She was like, "You just were too perfect. And, I didn't know how to handle that. And I really want us to be a family. And I still have pictures and videos." She pulled up, she had like some lock file on her phone of like all the pictures and videos of like when we were together, like inappropriate stuff, not inappropriate,
just everything.
Like, everything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, some of that shit I ain't never even seen before.
Like, you got this? Damn. You read it?
I was like, what? Oh, I can't remember that. Like, type shit. So, I spent the night with them at the hotel and stuff like that. And we talked all night and she just was crying. I'm just like, she's like, "Why are you smiling?" I was like, I'm just in fucking shock because what the fuck is wrong with you? She was like, "I used to drive by your house. I didn't know that you moved. And I went up to your job and they said that you weren't there." I was like, "First of all, you went to the wrong location, dummy." But she told me that she knew everything that ever happened in my life since then. Like she's been following me and my friends and my family members' lives via social media in the last 4 years. So she's been up to date with everything. She told me things. She was like, "Yeah, I know this. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
So literally after this night, you know what I'm saying? I'm leaving the hotel in the morning, and the baby doesn't want me to leave. And so, you know, because we bonded, we had fun. So she didn't want me to leave and
Did
shit. And
she
I was
call
like, okay,
you
well,
daddy?
nah.
Okay.
She did once, but
so like, is
it
she
wasn't like
aware? She aware of who you are.
So apparently my ex was like showing her, huh?
You still see the baby now?
Nah.
Oh,
after that day, you know, she didn't want to leave. So I said, I promise, you know what I'm saying, I'll see you again today. You know, I'm gonna tell your mom to, you know, come over to the house. We can go swimming and shit like that. So that's what we did. All my family and friends were there because, mind you, they had never met her, the baby. So everybody was there and shit. We had a good time. Next day, they were supposed to come back. They didn't come back because she said the baby was sick because she got like water and stuff up her nose. So she was bothered. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. The next day was Father's Day, and we was having another barbecue at the pool and shit. Never showed up. Never heard from the girl again.
Not even till like now.
Not even till now.
Like, what's her reason?
That's all.
And
like,
she was texting my phone like, I miss you. I love you so much. This girl was bawling. She was like, when we stayed at the hotel, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how bad it was to not touch you and just, I'm so comfortable. And it just felt so right. Like all this shit, bro. She dipped out. Ain't seen her since.
She married or some shit?
She's married. She's married.
Oh, okay.
She's married now. She married the girl that she had. It was her ex before me and her got together. So she got back with her ex and they got married. But she told me at the hotel, like, you know, depending on your situation, depending on the answer that you tell me, if we can get back together, that's gonna give me the information I need to see how long or to see how soon I'm gonna annul the marriage type shit. Like leave her wife, divorce. If I would have said, yes, let's be together, let's be a family type shit, she said she was going to leave her wife.
What was
and I was like, hell no.
But all of that, I mean, I just don't understand why she won't let you see the baby though. Like, if you,
I don't understand why she popped up like that.
Yeah,
like how you just pop up. That's very detrimental to you and the fucking baby. Like, what are you thinking, woman?
She was gonna leave that lady. She was gonna up and just leave that lady. That's what she was gonna do.
The lady must have took her back last minute or something. Because what the fuck,
man? What?
Come on, man.
Hell yeah.
Just trying to have a backup plan. All her plans together.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
That's still not right. She can still let you see the baby though. Like,
right, but she was like, you're starting to make me mad because she kept saying like we was at the pool, we were swimming and kind of playing with each other and stuff, you know, because we haven't seen each other. And at one point, you know, we were in love, so you know, we was kind of just playing the shit. And she was just like, "Come on, you know, you want to." And I'm just like, "What makes you think I'm just gonna jump back into some shit like that with you, knowing damn well how you did me the first time?"
Right.
She was like, "You about to piss me off?" Like,
because I ain't falling for your shit. That's why.
She was like,
"You go to hell
already."
You said what?
You was on to her already.
Yeah, right. On to the bullshit, like, because she thought she was gonna be able to come back in and slide in, and you was readily gonna be like, yeah, nah,
man. And I was sick, and that's the part that you know, Mo. Like, that was literally that. Whenever we had that FaceTime with our mutual, you know what I'm saying, that was that moment because I was really back and forth. Like, damn, I wanted to be in the baby's life so bad that I was actually considering for a split second to get back with this crazy ass psychopath.
Yeah.
Just to be in my baby's life, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what the fuck do I do? Because I knew if I said no, she was gonna take the baby and run anyways. She had already done that. So here's my story.
that wasn't funny at all. Like I expected to laugh. None of that. That just pisses me off, honestly.
No, you said crazy, so I told you crazy.
It is crazy, yeah. You're right. It's crazy. Thought I was gonna have a little laughy laugh. No, that shit. That's fucked up. Cause she should at least let you see the baby. Like, and I'm sure that's
ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's the problem. The baby needs to have something to do with it. If you was thinking about the well-being of your child and the development of your child, you would be thinking, okay,
That
I can have a
part.
healthy co-parenting relationship with her father, who
And
we planned in the
baby
first
would
place.
be, man, you could be outside. Bring me my daughter.
Right. I
Because
don't
like
give a
the
fuck what you do.
baby
Bring me
was
my baby.
already spoiled. Baby had a whole room at my house full of stuff, whole nursery loaded. Like if I had pictures, I was like loaded. I had a whole, daddy diaper party
I
thing.
think we were
People came from all over.
We weren't friends at the time on Facebook because I was like, I think I remember seeing posts that you were making about like you were excited.
If it come, because when it comes up on my Facebook memories, I'll share it every time.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what
and
it
I
is.
will
I just
to the
saw
death
your
of me.
memory. Yeah, because that's just yeah.
I had family. I had people come from out of state, like all over the country, coming to my little daddy diaper party. Like, and she showed up late, but she still showed up. I wasn't expecting her to, but yeah. So many people were involved in this baby's life, and they never got to meet her. That's embarrassing as fuck. You know how much money they probably spent?
Yeah,
like,
and then the whole thing.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
I had all these gifts. Like, what the fuck do I do with this shit?
Damn, and she
That's
just
crazy.
that is crazy. That karma gonna eat her ass up because I just can't. I can't even believe. I can't even fathom doing somebody like that. Like that's fucked up.
Right.
Like, you don't
That's crazy
do.
as fuck.
Yeah, like you got something in your head got to be a little off for you to even think that that's appropriate for you to do that to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're not talking about an asset or a material, thing. We talking about a whole child, a human that we playing together. Yep. Like what? Come on.
Yep, I put it up in there.
Yeah, so it's like, come on, dog.
Yeah. And we documented everything. Everything, really. The whole process, whole thing. Crazy tail sale.
You're crazy tail sale.
If I did all that and I put that baby up in there, like I don't give a fuck, man. I'm gonna find you, hoe.
Man. But that's exactly that.
Best friend. All you need is a woman as your best friend. The FBI, that female black investigator.
We can find it. I can look. My girl FBI. Man, we can find it.
Oh, it's doable. It's doable. It definitely could be found. But to me, it was just like, you know what? I'm the type of person. I'm not into violence, and I had to. For me not to be a violent person, like that grieving process. Even though my daughter is very much alive, it was still a death to me. It was a loss to me. So I went through the stages of grieving for months. I couldn't even go out in public and see a child without wanting to like just break down. Like, it was tough. But I felt like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't my time, I guess, to be a parent. But I was a foster parent at the time that all this happened. So I had kids in my life that, you know what I'm saying, I still had to be strong for, and I still had to cater to them, take care of them, and love them, because they have nothing to do with my crazy ass situation. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, I still had my babies to love on, just not mine. But
damn,
universe looks out for me all the time.
Yeah, one day, and one day you gonna, and even one day your baby might come back. So it's you never know.
Because as of right now, I'm just waiting for her to hit 18.
That's because I can only
it's already been 4 years.
The questions that are gonna come up, like, okay, like where is my daddy, and what are these pictures, and all, who is this man you've been showing me, but you don't let me see, like,
right?
So
weirdo,
weirdo shit.
Maybe the wife don't want you in the picture or something like that. Like,
who gives a
She said that her wife hated it. She said that she always, but that's the thing, I don't trust what she says either, but she said that, she would always talk about me or show the baby pictures of me and shit like that. And she said the wife would get mad and the wife would get jealous and stuff like that because she felt like she was going to leave her for me and all this other stuff. And I was just like,
That's a cure, like really aggressive or something like that. So maybe she was just in a weird, I don't know, like I don't know her story, so I ain't even gonna make hypotheses about the shit because she sounds like shit.
No, y'all are dead on, like y'all, that's exactly right.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I was like, how dare you leave me and my gentle soul to go be back with that bullshit, and now my child is involved, ain't fucking with it. But whatevs, man. I just be over here traveling and shit, and trying to live my best life.
Minding your business. I feel you.
Minding my business.
Anybody else got one? Or we all just kind of in shock after that?
They like,
that's what everybody's like. Fuck, like damn, that's real. I see that reminds me of my baby. I'm dealing with the same shit. The difference is though, you're actually, your child actually has blood that's related to you. Mine doesn't. This is a girl I was previously dating, and I think we had dated and then 5 years later, she had ended up having a baby. And 3 months after she had the baby, I came into her life and I was like, hey, I want to help you raise this child. I want, I don't want no kind of dealings like that. I don't want no relationship. We ain't got to do none of that.
Just let
We
it be
can
the baby.
just let it be about the baby, and that be it. And for about 3 years, it was perfect. It was great. We had a great co-parenting relationship. We talked, chop it up. I did for the baby, had the baby every weekend. That's what it was. And then
she cute as hell too.
I miss my baby, man, and my little chocolate drop. And at one point we had started to try and start dating again. Didn't really work out, but we had moved in on the premise of trying to date. But during that time, she had told me she don't want to be with me. She don't want nothing to do with me. And then so I had moved out, and then shortly after I moved out, I started dating, my fiance now. And I think once she saw me, I think she always expected me to be in her pocket, her back pocket. And once I wasn't in her back pocket no more, and she was saying, "Oh shit, this nigga in a serious relationship, and it's not with me." Nah, I gotta. So she got to acting up. First, it was you can't see, the baby can't go over there, or the baby can't spend the night. She can only be over there during the day. Then it was you got to come over here and see the baby. You can't. And I'm just just coming up with. I'd be like, wow, what's the? She couldn't even give me a reason. And she was just like, you just need to respect my wishes as a mother. And I'm just trying to pull that mother card, and I'm just like, it got to be too much after a while. And so I had to make a choice to kind of just let it be, because after a while she wouldn't even let me see her anymore anyway. So it still hurts to this day, because I haven't seen her in over a year, and her birthday about to come up in February next month. It's on the 12th. And I really, really miss her. And so it's at times I want to reach out to her, and kind of see, but then it's kind of like, what kind of anxiety is that going to bring back into my life? Because it was a lot of, during all that time, my anxiety was through the roof. Every time my fucking baby mama would text me, it could be, hey, and I'd be like, oh shit, I'd be shitting bricks. Like, what the fuck do you want? Because you just gonna cause drama. Like,
wreak havoc in my life.
Yeah, wreak havoc in my life. Just it was a lot, and it took a toll. Even because at one point, me and my fiance, we were trying to have a child, and we had actually got a donor and stuff, and she had actually become pregnant. It was in early stages, but it was so much stress from that whole situation. We ended up losing the baby, and so that's something that sticks with her especially. And so she's just kind of like, I could never forgive her, for putting us through all that bullshit, and just
for real.
And just for no reason. It was no reason. It was kind of like, you had your chance. I'm sorry that you missed out, but suck it up and go on. Don't be, I don't know. It's no need to do all what the fuck you doing. So that shit still fucks with me. But
yeah.
I feel you, True. It's like, but you just kind of got to be like, it is what it is, and keep it moving. And I understand that karma is going to hit women like that, or people like that, real fucking hard. In one way or another, it's gonna hit you real fucking hard. So
yep. And I've seen some of the fruits of karma's labor. Mm-hmm. I've witnessed it for her. And not that I get joy out of her going through pain or her, whatever, but it's just kind of one of the things where it's like, shit, you try to take something from me, universe gonna take some shit from you. Because you tried so hard to take this one from me. So right. But does it make you wonder, for you to have a similar situation, does it make you wonder, when women be like, deadbeat this, deadbeat that, does it kind of make you wonder, okay, the shit that a woman could put you through behind a child or using a child as a weapon, do you kind of understand the mentality of some men, not all, because some really ain't shit, but some men, to where it's like they just be like, don't even bother with it, just kind of, because you ain't about to stress me out type shit.
I coming from that excuse me, coming from that mindset, or that perspective and that mindset, my experience, yeah, I can understand it. And I felt so bad because I felt like I was giving up on my child, like my actual,
Right.
like, you know, and I was like, I feel so bad. I feel like a bad person. I feel like a bad parent saying that or giving up or being like, you know
Because
what,
you're
you
not
can
going to
have it. It's too
war.
much.
Like,
Yeah, because I'm not
right.
going to war, but it's kind of like at what expense? Like at what expense is my family suffering and my suffering? At what expense is this for my well-being? I can't control somebody else. So I completely get where some fathers are coming from. And I know personally some guys who go to the moon and who do still fight, and it's a headache because the moms are just so just bitter, and bitter people do wild ass things. It's like, what the fuck, like why? And so I understand why some guys do kind of be like, you know, your mother kept me from seeing you, like for real, like it was,
Right.
you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
it was her being bitter, you know, or
Yep.
whatever, crazy, bitter, whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
I completely understand. And sometimes it makes me kind of wonder what is the real story when some mothers do talk about deadbeat this, deadbeat that. It's like, okay, is he really a deadbeat? Because there are deadbeat, there's plenty of deadbeat ass niggas out here.
Right.
But
Yeah.
is it really him or is it you? Because
Right.
after a while, my baby mama was spinning the story to other folk where he just left and he did say he didn't want to take care of her no more. And I'm just like, when the what? The whole time I've been trying to set up visitation with your dumb ass and you like what? So it's no telling what people spin different stories all the time. They spin them.
Yeah.
So
And I don't give a fuck either. You can say what you want to say. Me and you know the damn truth, and that's
exactly
all.
me and you exactly. You know the damn truth. Shit.
Yeah.
Crazy part is
Yeah.
like when I witnessed that situation that happened with you and everything like that, that really made me, because you know my dad wasn't in my life when I was growing up, and it wasn't by his choice. It was because of adult things that were going on between him and my mom, and just all of that foolery. And like when I became an adult and I actually got to see like who the problem parent really was, it was just kind of
Mhm.
like I had to, of course, like kind of get through that shit emotionally. But you know, now I have a dope ass relationship with my dad. My dad called me his son, like he calls me Jay, like no issues at all. But it's just like it just kind of makes me feel like I missed out on having possibly an even better relationship with him over the past 3 years. I mean, I'm 31, so my dad just got back in my life like permanently, like I'm gonna say probably like 2 years ago. So it's like, damn, like, yeah, my dad will get to be able to be in his grandkid's life, and you know, for lack of better words, you know, may not happen for my mom, but it's like, you know, it just kind of really sucks, like when the children have to be a byproduct of some BS that you two are going through. Like, stop letting your personal relations, feelings, or whatever it is get in the
Mhm.
way of a parent being able to see their child. Period. Like that. That's
Right.
just it just
Because
makes me itch, man. God.
yeah, because it just what you said. I'm gonna piggyback off what you said because that's exactly what my whole thing was. Why are you gonna rob the baby of all this love? I
Yep.
don't care. Like if you don't want to be with me, cool. You ain't got to be with me.
Mhm.
But I'm somebody who loves her, and all my family and friends loves her, and were prepared to love her once she came into the world. You know what I'm saying? And you robbing everybody. It's not just me. You're affecting. It's everybody. She'll be like, she has enough family. She's fine. She'll be taken care of, and all the other stuff. Like
I hate
what?
that shit.
You know how to separate.
What?
Like, you can't separate her personal feelings of the love that she thought that she wanted at one point with you, and now saying that not only the baby's gonna get this love. Like I feel like she was just being bitter, and she just felt some type of way, and she just like, well, fuck, if I can't have your love, the baby can't have it either. Like that's some selfish stuff, but it's some real stuff.
Man,
Very.
yeah. That shit
Either
is
that
stupid.
or I
Hey
don't know.
fellas, I got to up out of here though. All right.
All right, man.
All
We'll
right,
holler
man. Me
at you
either.
later.
All right. Get with y'all next episode.
All right.
It's
That
dark over there.
But yeah, I know he had to get back to work. Um, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I can't even remember. But yeah. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, event just like Jay, how you're older now and you see who the problematic parent really was. I feel like eventually, you know, kids do grow up and they see who the problem was. They see where it is, and it's kind of like because shit not gonna make sense. It's not gonna make sense why I'm not here, you know, or why their father isn't there, and it's gonna not add up, and they're gonna kind of question. And so that be the day I'm waiting on when they gonna get old enough to start questioning shit like Mm,
Yep.
you know, especially like in my case, like it's a lot of excuse me, because I know that you only got to see your daughter that one day, but I know like for me, I was there since that child was 3 months old, so I got
She
pictures,
knows you.
videos on
Yeah.
top of she knows who I am, so it's gonna be like when shit starts coming up, questions gonna start rolling like why am I not? Why is he not around no more? Who is it? Why? Or if her memory, so because she's autistic, and autistic people they remember stuff real different. Their memory is very,
Right.
very different. They can remember a lot
Right.
of stuff from their like babyhood and shit, like toddler and shit. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'll be a vivid figure in her mind anyway for her to ask like, what the fuck? Like, why is this person no longer here anymore? And I don't think she's gonna be able to have a proper answer for that. But I don't know.
I've seen so many pictures of her, of your baby,
Mm.
that if I saw her out in public, I would know exactly who she
Who
was. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
uh-huh.
I could
Yeah.
spot her out of a lineup of
Uh,
1,000 people. I can spot her
uh-huh.
out. Like, so that would be definitely bullshit for her to try to paint the picture like you wasn't trying to do something for that baby.
Right, right. It's all bullshit. I just it's
Yeah.
all this shit is ghetto. It's and at
Facts.
times I wonder would it be different if I was born with a penis and if that was my biological child, but something tells me no, it still wouldn't be no goddamn these women play with niggas like this, like cisgender niggas out here like
Right.
this. So it's
Right.
like
Good.
no, you trifling, you just trifling. I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Your next life, don't do it, bro.
say what?
I'm gonna remind you in your next life, bro. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can't. But I don't know if we wanted to add anything else to this. This is the first episode, so we still rolling out some kinks. So yeah, I'll just bear with us. But I feel like this is a pretty good episode though. I feel like it was pretty
Facts.
loaded. Pretty loaded with some good content. Huh? What'd you
It took
say?
a turn for the worse.
And then it's crazy story, getting flown out and season 6 and stuff.
The dying cockroach.
Man,
When you said she had the seizure, why
Yeah.
y'all? I'm like,
That was
wow.
crazy.
I just wonder what in her mind was it like? Okay, now, like, what was she thinking? In her like,
Like
now's the right time. Like,
man, I had text my homeboy. I was just like, like, what should I do? Like, for real, I never had that experience. Like, I worked at a hospital before, and I seen some
yeah,
seizure. It didn't look like a seizure. That's why I say it looked like she was doing the worm. But
so I've seen the seizure
might
before. It
be a
didn't look
little
like it.
different. I guess I don't know.
That's
But
where she fucked up, because you worked at a hospital, so like
So
who
you
you
know,
fooling right now?
right?
and
Like,
the thing about it is, like, she a nurse. Like, like I said, like, she was. You would think like she's a put together person, she a nurse, but then again, I'm like, damn, I deal with nurses. Them motherfuckers, they crazy too. Like, people just be crazy.
motherfuckers.
So it really don't.
People
It
just be
really don't even
crazy.
matter.
Facts.
You know? When you work in the psych hospital or something, like, you know how that shit go. You could like play it off, like, oh, I know how crazy motherfuckers act. I'm act like that. I don't know if that's. I don't even know what was the whole goal with that. And then
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering what was the whole. Was it to get
I
like
don't
more
know. Like,
sympathy? Like, what
but I
was?
think it was. Yeah, I don't know, cause you was married, like you ain't need my shit. But then she would tell me like it was just a whole bunch of want to tell me one thing, because I want to know the whole story. I want to know why y'all like this. I was talking to both of them at that point, like what's going on. So I would ask one,
Do a
like,
couples therapy and shit. Why do you operate like
like
this?
what's going on?
Why?
Because I was like, you could have just left me out of this. But thank you. I kept thanking her for the money though. But thank you. I do appreciate
I
you.
like
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like shit. I guess that was for my pain and suffering.
Man,
Like I
what?
don't know. Like in her right mind. Like I was just. And then okay, so I didn't tell y'all like one time I did go out there and she had left me in the hotel by myself the whole night. I wasn't tripping because like at that point I knew the bitch was a liar, so I ain't give a fuck. Okay, you gone. Like I'm calling her and then she'll sit on the phone in the dark and be playing like she about to have a seizure. Like so now you ain't coming back, you just gonna leave me here. Well, that's cool. I just, she paid for everything, so I'm chilling in the hotel taking selfies. But like, it's just like I don't even like she was doing that so her wife would know that she was at home. Come to find out, like you know what I'm saying. So like she wanted me there, but she wanted her wife too. So she was just really like
going
trying to
in
have her cake
between.
too. Like she wanted everything. Like, but it
Yeah.
don't work like that. Especially if you ain't telling the truth. Like I would have been the side nigga. Like
And that,
you
right,
got
you
me
could have just
fucked
been
up.
honest and told me that
Exactly.
you healthy and you want a side nigga. Like you
That's
didn't have
it.
to
Like I
We need to
mean,
cheat
talk about
and
that one too one day.
it was just
How do
like
you feel about being a side nigga?
at
oh
that present time, like it wasn't that like she was out of town, so I ain't give a fuck. Like, but you just gotta be honest. Don't have me thinking that I'm giving you some like I'm trying to show you that I like you. And I post you on my little Instagram and then your wife commenting on my shit like, what you doing with my wife?
what you doing, Willis? What you doing with my wife?
Swear to
Like,
God.
and then so now like you really looks don't matter, but shit, you ain't the best looking nigga. Everybody know I done fucked with your fatty. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Like now
Because you wanted to act
I done
stupid.
got baduked. I got baduked. Really. I
You
got
was
baduked.
cute at first, but now I'm starting
Yeah,
to
now it's
reconsider.
just like you doing too much. Like we was chilling,
Yeah.
posted up and then
Oh my
This shit
god.
is too
Funny as
funny.
fuck.
So
I would
I'm pretty sure she's still doing that to other people though.
she probably is. I
She's
wonder
a
what
serial seizure haver.
She is like a
I wonder if
whole
it's still a
like
seizure though, or if she come up with something else. I done had somebody lie to
she's
me
a
saying they
whole
got cancer before.
hypochondriac. Like what the hell? What
Not the
cancer?
cancer.
Cancer. It wasn't somebody I was dating. No, it was an old best friend. I don't even know what bitch talking about
Was
she
it like
got
a real
cancer.
cancer or was it like eyebrow cancer? Like just sounding like some
No,
bullshit.
she didn't even tell me what kind of cancer it was. I can't remember. Either she didn't tell me or I can't remember. I just remember I had like brought it up to her mama one day and she was like, "Why you tell my mama I got cancer?" And I was like, "Don't your mama
Because
know
your mama
you
said you
got
a
cancer?"
fucking lie.
your mama should know you got cancer.
And
I'm
she was
always
like,
trying to talk to the
I
mama.
didn't tell her because I didn't I just go to the appointments by myself. I'm like, ain't you on her insurance? How she not know that you're going to all these goddamn doctors?
Man, what?
It was a
How she
mess.
not
I
know?
didn't know
How
why.
radiation don't
She
pop
had
up
my
out of
siblings
my list?
crying and shit. And over here, I'm about to die. And somebody over here like, you know. I'm like, why the fuck you doing this to me and my people, dog?
Y'all be attracted to crazy people, man.
People do
Man,
people be wanting people
People
to feel
do
sorry for.
weird shit. And
That shit weird as hell.
people do weird shit for attention. And I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's just weird. Because I feel like you can do a lot of things to get attention that's not weird. You don't have to be weird to get attention, my nigga. Like,
like be normal.
It really actually get cancer after they done told everybody that shit.
say what?
I say, what if they just happen to get cancer now? Like they done just
Right now, I don't know.
you done brought it up.
It's just like if a girl start having seizures for real, she can have a seizure in front of your face, and you be like, "Girl, you playing? Stop playing. Get
Girl,
up.
get your ass up.
Get your ass up, girl." She over
It
there,
ain't even wet over here.
and you like, "Get your ass up."
Just over there like, nah,
Thanks.
dude. I'm like, get up.
Get up, quickly.
I can't. I'm dying here. The fuck?
Man, hell
I'm
no.
dying. You talking about I'm over here shedding a tear for no reason and shit. Like, damn, bitch.
Like,
I
That
feel
shit was.
kind of gypped now because I don't have any crazy stories. I feel kind of
You
gypped.
don't have,
I
you don't
feel
have no crazy stories with that
them
crazy
stories
woman.
leave the trauma marks though. Be fucking questioning everything. Like, damn, bitch.
I got PTSD like a motherfucker. Don't do it.
Like,
For
damn.
real.
Yeah.
For real.
The
You
most I
don't
got
have a seizure too?
that's about it.
You said the most is what?
Most is just like it's just women lying about their age. That's it. Like,
Really?
yeah,
You
like,
see, you ain't never had no.
my life is boring, my guy. Like I would never lie to you. My life is boring. Well, in that
Man.
aspect, with the aspect of things, like back in the day, I don't.
That's got to be a blessing because it's some crazy.
For real, because these motherfuckers be stressing me out on a daily. I'm tired.
They don't stress me out no more, thank God. But
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was stressed.
I'm out
I
of that
was
stress life.
I was stressed as fuck because
Oh yeah, because now I'm the only single one.
Oh, you are? It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you got a little yeah right now? A little yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
do. But it ain't that though.
No.
Do you think it's
know
gonna
what
be
I'm
there?
saying? Nah.
It's fine.
But we knew that already. You know, coming into the situation, we already, you know, we
Knew what it was.
knew what it was. Yeah.
Sometimes
We
you
have fun though. She a good time. Love, adore the fuck out of the girl.
Yeah. You just know
But
it ain't. Sometimes
I
it be
be
like
telling her
that,
like I want my wife to act and be just like you, type shit. It
but
ain't gonna
not
be me.
you. It ain't gonna be you. But
That's not. It wasn't on me. It wasn't on me. That was her. So I would just be trying to respect her wishes and shit.
well,
But if
I
it was up to
mean,
me, we would definitely be together.
oh,
Oh,
well,
for sure. Because I
well.
fucks with her. I like her.
Sometimes I feel like I started to say after I date, everybody that I date, it's kind of like I just learned certain things on what I want in my life partner or not. These are certain things I do want. These are certain things I don't want. So it's just kind of like just take from after fucking with her, just take from it. She has certain qualities that I know I want in my wife. So thank you for showing me that.
Right.
Because I dated one woman. I didn't even know that I needed support, like in just my different endeavors and shit like that. But she would like just support the fuck out of everything I did, like music and all this shit. And I was just like, damn, this shit feel good. Thanks. Now I know I want a supportive wife. Okay, thank you for showing me something I didn't know that I didn't know I needed. But yeah.
No, it's been learning experience for both of us. Since the beginning, we've been dating since like 7 months, now. So it's cool though. She cool. She's super cool. It's just, you know what I'm saying, we not on that type of time.
Yeah.
But we enjoy each other's company. You know what I'm saying, we like each other. But I be saying, shit, girl, somebody come sweep me off my feet. It's the O for you.
It's
you gotta go.
You got to go. No, but I just want to thank you guys for taking the time out to talk with me for a little bit. I say talk with me. We're gonna always talk, but but just thank you for taking the time out tonight. And thank all the listeners out there for taking the time out to listen to us. I feel like this is going to be a good venture going forward. I feel like this is a good start of a good brothership, and I can't wait. I'm looking forward. I'm stumbling on my words, but I'm looking forward to what's to come out of all of this. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next episode.
Thinking that we equal, we can never be the same. Cause you stuck off in the bleachers, I'm the reason why they came. Dancing with the devil in my cup. I know that my girl gon' roll it up. If I call my niggas, then it's up. And I'm still with all my brothers, and we still don't give a fuck.